push to that long range, if he can stay in that mid to close range, Hero's going to have a lot of those quicker options as long as he sticks to those spells. MP management is going to be so big in a zoner matchup. And, of course, if you can get that bounce out, that is really good RNG for Trela.
That's really rough for Link. He's basically all projectiles for the early part of the game. You want to be zoning out, but when Hero's got that funny circle around him, there's just not a lot you can do to zone.
Funny circle.
That funny purple circle is the aerials are just coming down. Duo's just having a rough time right now to start things off. The spot dodge does get reacted to, and she gets grabbed for her trouble.
Trela going for that Flame Slash right there on the command. Of course, that Flame Slash is extremely quick and extremely powerful as well. That could have set up for a big ledge trap right there. But again, we've talked about this. These are two sword characters that don't necessarily play like... They're characters that have swords, but they are not sword characters necessarily. Like to rely a lot on their projectiles. That's how they're going to get a lot of those kills.
That bear does catch there. I want to point out Trela just barely spacing out the Link Nair and following up with the side B. Oh, no! Did he run out of mana there?
He did not have enough mana. He used a lot of it on the spells. And like I said, in a projectile matchup,
come on.
You have to rely on those spells so much. You just have to be careful to manage them closely. And look at that. That's going to bounce. Literally going to bounce the projectile right off stage. That bomb is useless.
I'm not upset.
No, don't lie to me. You're upset.
I'm very upset.
Don't be upset to see that dash attack, though. That is one of those things that both of these characters share, is a very strong but laggy dash attack.
Up tilt into the jab combo, going to do it for Duo as she is saucing things up just a little bit there. An easy 51% there for her. Gets back on stage with the hops. So Judy hops on the other side. She's going to be the one that's going to be getting back on stage here. Spot dodge through the aerial, just farming out the nairs. You know, one of the fastest attacks that Link has by far. You're going to be seeing a lot of that at the back air as well.
It's interesting to see that Trela tried to attack on that whip move as well, because normally he's a guy that just so deeply respects frame data and what it does for you in this game if you have an understanding of it, that you have to know when those quick options are going to come out and how much ending lag they have. That last frame of that back air is going to hit as well, and that's such a big edge guard for Trela to be picking up right now.
Duo bomb recovered into the wind vortex there, which is deeply unfortunate. Another bounce! I mean, I guess if you farm for it enough times, you pull up the menu enough times, you're going to get the bounce, but it still hurts.
Well, when we saw Trela playing earlier, he wasn't using the command menu as much, but in such a projectile-heavy matchup against a zoner, he's going to be pulling out that menu a lot to see if he can proc that bounce more often.
There he goes, starts thinking again, but he gets caught by the boomerang for his trouble. Does go back into the shield. Trela gonna back throw, is gonna get Duo off. Nope, not quite. Duo gonna get back on stage there. Grabbed once again for it, or Nair gonna follow.
That was such a good bait there by Trela on the ledge. He used an aerial, that forward air that doesn't have a lot of end lag, to try to bait Duo into doing that get-up attack. Nice tech there, but this ledge trap just continues, and Trela's gonna close that. No, not quite. Will quite. I keep speaking too soon. That was really good DI by Duo, but the forward smash was just enough.
Just a little bit too saucy. Game one, going the way of Trela, but
there's a lot of power in that forward smash, man.
Bounce makes me sad.
There is a lot of. I can imagine that as a Link main, bounce would make you sad.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough out here for a Link main, man.
It's also rough out here for those of us that have long hair.
That's true.
This venue is air conditioning, but it is still muggy and hot.
The humidity has been killing us.
In Houston.
We were actually talking about it before this set, just how blown up our hair was. It's been awful.
Yeah, no, it's super frizzy. But speaking of frizzy, we did not see a lot of projectile game come out from Trela. We saw, I mean, obviously Duo still had to kind of stick to that because that's the Link game plan, but it was a very martial hero that we saw from Trela that whole time, and I'm wondering if the stage choice is going to reflect that from Duo.
Did you say martial? Like martial arts?
Yeah, like martial, you know, up close.
Sure.
Martial moves versus projectile moves.
Early grab gets mashed out of it, though. Boomerang going to catch. No bounce this time, buddy. You have to deal with all these projectiles.
Yeah, if you don't have that bounce, you still do have to play this matchup for what it is.
Sour spot, thank God, but like, whoa!
Well, you thought you saw one spike come out, but no sour spots from Duo there. What a turnaround.
My Link bias is fully showing. I'm not sorry.
You know what? I say have your favorite players right now. If you like Hero, you got to like seeing Trela right there. And if he had not committed to the menu, he would have been able to kill Duo there with enough charge, but he had to drop out. Had to kind of rely on that 1 out of 8 chance for the crit to take that stock and didn't find it.
Duo did bomb recover to get out of that just barely, but the thwack!
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. That's a pretty reasonable. That is a pretty reasonable thwack kill. That was like 130. That's I'm fine with that.
You can kill with that. You can kill with pretty much anything at that percent.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that one. Talk to me when Trela gets a flat kill at 20. All right, that's all I'm
The
saying.
crowd has gotten very rowdy all of a sudden.
Yeah, they did not like that.
No,
You
they
know
weren't
what?
a fan.
Have the opinions you want to have. But Trela right now going to be taking this lead once again on Duo after being able to close out that stock. We'll see. He's looking for Magic Burst right now.
Cover. No tech. Oh, that's deeply unfortunate for Duo.
I think Duo may have thought that she didn't have to tech after detonating the bomb there. Thought she may have been further enough away, but no dice right there. She will now be down a full stock, and Trela can just go back to those spells, try to maneuver around these projectiles.
The shield through the side beam there. That's a lot of NP burn for Trela. He's got to be careful about that. Boomerang going to come back, does roll through it. Back air going to catch. Boomerang not going to get in the get up. Back air once again, but Trela managed to grab her out of it. Duo's got to get back on stage once again. Up air catching.
Very nice up air right there to try to catch Duo fading back on stage. It's one of Hero's quickest aerial options. We'll see if this oomph will do anything for him. I would expect to see Duo running away and throwing a lot more of these projectiles.
100%. Of course, one thing Link is known for is projectiles, and a lot of zoning play is going to come out because of that. Back throw going to catch. Boomerang to follow. Is it going to be anything else? Nope. The side B is going to knock her back.
That was such a great zap, too, because I think Trela knew that Duo was going to go out for that forward air so disjointed, and his only option there was to beat it with something faster.
Absolutely.
Oh, Magic Burst. He detonates that too early,
That
though.
was really good from Duo. That was amazing patience on that bomb recovery. Just getting the tech and going low to get under that Magic Burst.
Oh, no. He's hovering over the
No!
and he will land it. Wow,